I'll do a feeling body, because some people don't live in their emotions, they live in feelings. How many in here use the word feelings?
Me, all the time.
All the time, okay. So that means that your emotional body is typically trashed, okay? It's already filled full, overflowing, full of stuff. Now you're in feelings. That's the next one to get clogged up, okay? So let's take the same issues that you had. And for those of you who just had a clearing and you felt a lot of energy, you may only feel like this much of it. But for you people, possibly it might be like this much. So here we go. Think of the same issues. Okay, next one. Next one. Next one. Next one. Next one. Next one. And just think of another one. There. So I live out of time, so I'm not in time. That's how I can do this, okay? I'm from source energy. My spirit's from that. I have a body like you have. And so for myself, I would be an alien to the aliens that are abducting you. So I'm way outside out of their box. They don't know about light, or they lost light. So that's what I do, is clearings to get you. So each time you have a clearing, that density gets released out of your body, and if you're all clogged up full of densities and stuff, then your spirit can't come into you. So you want to get more of yourself back. This is what I do. It's very, very simple. Yes, question?
Once you're clear, do you accumulate that stuff all over again
Okay,
at the same time?
perfect question. So let's say that you had the emotional clearing. Maybe you had like 4 clearings. Maybe you had, you do the emotional one first, and then that normally fixes you, typically, okay? Then you say, oh, I got this problem with fear. Well, that may be your fear body, okay? So then you do a fear clearing, another whole lifetime one. And maybe you do a trauma body. Maybe you have a lot of pain. You do pain. Now you're pretty good. And you look at people and they start talking, and you may not resonate to what they're saying because you've already been there, done that. But something could get triggered in you from your DNA from the past. So your dormant DNA, if it stays dormant, no problem. You're perfectly fine. But when it gets keyed in, or if you see something that's happening where it traumatizes you or something like that, then you just activated the DNA and that's coming forward. So what I have on my website is a unlimited clearing. Go on it 3 times a day if you want. If you had a clearing from me in the past, a long time ago, you can pay $50, go on there 3 times a day if you like, and clean yourself to stay current. Okay? And that's basically what I do. Yes?
A lot of people think if it's a truly spiritual healing, it has to be free. What's going on?
I live like you live. Might live worse than you. My car is a 1995 Mercedes, okay? And when I go places and people look at it, they go, oh man, you got an old Mercedes. I go, yeah, but it cost when it was new. I didn't buy it new, right? I said, but it cost $145,000 new. They go, oh, really? But anyway, that's what I have as an old Mercedes. So to me, it's a good car. But so everything costs money here. And unfortunately, I like to get a sponsor. My mission here is to go out to auditoriums and work with 250,000 people at once.
Wow.
Okay? I can do that. I have the energy to do that. And that's what I need to do. Yes?
Are you in communication with any alien right now?
Oh, good question. What's in this room right now is not necessarily aliens. I have a lot of soldiers in here. I'll be doing an enlistment program tomorrow, and these soldiers protect me. They're invisible. They're fighting aliens on timelines that we don't know about unless you've been enlisted into the armed services to do that. Yes?
Are you doing enlisting in the Warriors of Light program during this seminar? Or during
I'll do it tomorrow. If you can't come tomorrow, come to my booth.
I've been a Warrior of Light for about 6 months, and,
Yep.
And we're starting to make some real serious progress.
Great. Okay, so let's do some decloning for people. So I need about maybe 10 people up here. Okay, just come up. And what you're going to feel, the first thing, if you haven't been decloned, and I'm going to talk about decloning, okay, as you're walking up. So typically you get switched out about every 10 minutes. And when you get switched out, another clone comes in. So I'll describe how the system works. So Alien Race A bought time on a timeline, which you can call parallel life. I use it, two words interchangeably. And they have you for 10 minutes to suck the energy out of you, okay? And during that process, they can abduct you, do whatever they want, because they're in control of time. For us here, we think that, you know, time is like, you're sitting there, you're always here, right? If you go to sleep, it's a little different situation, but you're listening to me and you think that you're here 100% of the time. Well, you may not be. So when you switch out, another clone from another alien race puts you onto their created, fabricated timeline. Now what the aliens have to do is fabricate everything. They got to change, they got to make you from the last blueprint from the previous clone, that they transfer to you the database of who you are, okay? Just think of a computer, right? So that they're recreating everything around you, even the audience here. And if you notice, if you know everybody has lost their car keys or something, right? And you look all around, you can't find it, and sure enough, a few days later they show up, and you go, "I looked there," right? Okay, well, where was that? It was out on a timeline, and somehow you went to that same timeline and you brought it back. Okay, but you know nothing about it, and you go, "Whoa, why did this thing just show up?" And you guys see the roses here? How pretty they are? Okay, so each race controls you and they use you. So that's basically it. And you get dropped in and out. You don't know that you're not here. For the people here behind me, watch the people out here in the audience, watch them, and you're going to see their body maybe jerk. They might change heights. Their hair might change different colors. Their clothing may change because a different alien race has to change and recreate them. And we don't normally see that real fine detail, but just tune into somebody here. Here we go. So I'll take out probably, I don't know, about 150 clones, and I'll make it real. And if you look at the people here, you're going to see that if they haven't been decloned, and the cloning can last maybe up to a couple days to maybe a week, okay? Depends how much you think. If you think a lot, then they got you. But here we go, and I'll stop at 10. 1, 2, 3, each time I count, the clone's coming out. Their stopping time could be stopping it for a week. We don't know that, okay? And they got to make the body, right? And recreate everything here, then drop you back in on a timeline. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Anybody see any shifting? Yeah? Okay.